Listening test instructions. The listening test is about 50 minutes. There are 6 parts in listening test. You will have about 6 minutes to listen to each passage and answer the questions. The passage will be played once.
Hey, you look concerned. What's on your mind?
The final exam. I'm not fully prepared yet.
Well, don't worry too much. You still have 3 days.
Yeah, but 3 days will fly past in a wink.
Well, you still have time to cram things in your brain anyway.
Question 1. Why is the man looked worried?
You will hear a conversation in 3 sections. You will hear each section only once. After each section, you will hear 2 or 3 questions. You will hear the questions only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Hi, I'm Alex Johnson from apartment 302. I'm calling about the broken window in my living room.
Hi, Alex. I'm sorry to hear about the broken window. Could you tell me what happened?
Well, last night there was a storm, and a branch from the tree outside came crashing through the window. It was pretty scary.
I can imagine. I'm glad you're okay. We'll definitely need to get that fixed. Did anything else get damaged?
Thankfully, no. Just the window as far as I can tell. But there's glass everywhere, and it's letting in a draft.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. Safety is our priority. We'll have maintenance come by as soon as possible to clean up the glass and board up the window until we can get it replaced.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Do you have any idea how long it might take to get it fixed?
It might take a few days to order a new window and get it installed, but we'll do our best to expedite the process.
All right, that sounds good. Is there anything I need to do in the meantime?
Just make sure to avoid the area around the broken window and keep it closed off if possible. Safety first.
Absolutely, will do. Thanks for your help.
No problem, Alex. And if you need anything else, don't hesitate to let us know.
Why did Alex defines the event as fairly terrifying? What did the apartment manager advise Alex to do in the meantime? What does the apartment manager emphasize regarding the window repair?
You will hear the second section of the conversation shortly.
You're welcome, Alex. Also, just to confirm, the damage was caused by the storm, correct?
Yes, that's correct. The wind was really strong and the branch just came crashing through the window.
All right, I'll make a note of that in our records. It helps us keep track of maintenance issues.
Great, thanks. Oh, and one more thing, is there anything I need to do about insurance or anything like that?
Typically, the building's insurance will cover damages like this. But it's always a good idea to check your renter's insurance policy as well. Sometimes there might be coverage for temporary accommodations if needed.
Okay, I'll look into that. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem. And if you need any documentation for your insurance claim, just let us know. We can provide that for you.
That would be helpful, thank you. I'll keep you posted on anything I might need.
Sounds good. And just a reminder, if you have any other maintenance issues or concerns, don't hesitate to contact us. We're here to help.
Will do. Thanks again for your help and quick response.
Of course, Alex. We strive to ensure our residents feel safe and comfortable in their homes.
I really appreciate it. Thanks again.
What did the apartment manager do after confirming the cause of the damage? According to the conversation, whose insurance typically covers damages like the one mentioned? What might Alex's renter's insurance policy provide coverage for?
You will hear the third section of the conversation shortly.
As Alex hung up, she couldn't shake off a lingering worry. After a moment's hesitation, she decided to call back.
Hi again, sorry to bother you. I just realised something. With the broken window, will there be any additional charges for repairs?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me check on that for you. Normally, damages caused by natural disasters like storms are covered by the building's insurance, so there shouldn't be any charges directly to you.
That's a relief. I was worried about unexpected expenses.
I completely understand. We'll make sure everything is taken care of smoothly.
Thanks for clarifying that. Also, while I have you on the line, could you let me know when maintenance will be coming by?
Absolutely. I'll schedule them to come by tomorrow morning to clean up the glass and board up the window. Then, they'll assess the damage and start the process of getting it fixed.
Great, thank you. I'll make sure someone's home to let them in.
Perfect. And if for any reason that time doesn't work for you, just let me know, and we can rearrange it.
Will do. Thanks for being so accommodating.
No problem at all, Alex. We want to make this as hassle-free as possible for you.
I appreciate that. Thanks again for all your help.
You're welcome, Alex. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.
What is the resident relieved about? What does the resident express gratitude for?
You will hear a conversation followed by 5 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Hey Jason, have you finished reading The Silent Conspiracy by Sarah J. Jones?
Yeah, I finished it last night. What a ride.
Right? Wasn't it amazing? What did you think?
Honestly, I couldn't put it down. The way the author built up the suspense was just incredible. I was hooked from the first page.
I know, right? That opening scene was so intense. I love how the author kept us guessing throughout the whole book.
Absolutely. And those plot twists. I did not see most of them coming. It kept me on the edge of my seat.
Same here. And the characters were so well developed. I felt like I knew them personally by the end of the book.
Yeah, I agree. I really empathized with the main character's struggles. It made the story so much more engaging.
Definitely. And what about that ending? It was so unexpected, but it tied everything together perfectly.
I know. I was shocked, but in a good way. It left me thinking about it for hours afterward.
That's the sign of a great book, isn't it? When it sticks with you long after you've finished it.
Absolutely. I'm definitely going to read more by this author. Do you have any other recommendations?
Well, if you liked that one, you might enjoy The Enigma of Shadows by Sarah J. Jones. It has a similar vibe with lots of twists and turns.
Sounds intriguing. I'll have to check it out. Thanks for the recommendation.
No problem. Oh, and speaking of books, have you heard about the new fantasy series that just came out?
Yeah, I saw it advertised online. It looks really promising. Have you read it yet?
Not yet, but I'm planning to pick it up soon. Maybe we could read it together and discuss it as we go.
That sounds like a great idea. It'll be like our own little book club.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to it. It's always more fun to share the experience of reading with someone else.
Totally agree. All right, let's make a plan to start reading it this weekend.
Sounds like a plan. I can't wait.
What was Jason's reaction to The Silent Conspiracy? According to Mark, what is the hallmark of a great book? How did Jason feel about the plot twists in The Silent Conspiracy? What did Mark and Jason decide to do regarding the new fantasy series? According to Jason, what makes a story more engaging?
You will hear a conversation followed by 6 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Good morning, Lisa. How are you today?
Good morning, Mr. David. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. Did you have any questions about last week's lecture?
Yes, actually. I wanted to ask about the reading assignment. I found some parts quite confusing.
Of course. Which parts were unclear to you?
Well, I had trouble understanding the concept of quantum superposition. Could you explain it in simpler terms?
Absolutely. Quantum superposition is the idea that a quantum system can exist in multiple states at the same time until it is observed or measured. It's like a particle being in two places simultaneously until it's observed and collapses into one state.
I think I get it now. So until we measure it, it's kind of in a limbo state.
Exactly. It's in a sort of probabilistic state, where it can be in multiple positions or states simultaneously. It's a fundamental concept in quantum mechanics.
That makes more sense now. Thanks, Mr. David.
You're welcome, Lisa. Don't hesitate to ask if you have more questions. Now, about the upcoming assignment.
Yes, I wanted to ask about the format. Are we supposed to write an essay or a report?
It's going to be a research report. You'll need to choose a topic related to our course and write a detailed report on it, including your research findings and analysis.
Got it. Do you have any suggestions for topics?
You could explore recent advancements in artificial intelligence or delve into the ethical implications of gene editing technology. The choice is yours, but it should be something that interests you and relates to our course.
I'll think about it. Thanks for the suggestions.
No problem. Remember, I'm to help if you need guidance. And don't forget, the deadline is 2 weeks from now.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again, Mr. David.
Anytime, Lisa. Have a great day.
You too, Mr. David.
In simpler terms, quantum superposition refers to According to Mr. David, what happens to a quantum system in superposition when observed? What analogy does Mr. David use to explain quantum superposition? Lisa asks about the format of the upcoming assignment. What is Mr. David's response? What is the deadline for the upcoming assignment? Mr. David encourages Lisa to choose a topic that
You will hear a news item once. It is about 1.5 minutes long. Then 5 questions will appear. Choose the best way to complete each statement from the drop-down menu.
In a devastating turn of events, a marathon runner collapsed and died during the annual city marathon today. The runner, identified as Sarah Johnson, 34, was participating in the marathon when she suddenly collapsed around the 20-mile mark. Despite immediate medical attention from race officials and emergency responders, Johnson was pronounced dead at the scene. Eyewitnesses reported that Johnson seemed to be in good spirits and showing no signs of distress before the incident. She was described as a seasoned runner who had participated in numerous marathons in the past, leading many to express shock and disbelief at her sudden death. Organizers of the marathon expressed their condolences to Johnson's family and friends, describing the incident as a tragic loss for the running community. "Our thoughts are with Sarah's loved ones during this incredibly difficult time," said Michael Collins, the race director. "She was a dedicated athlete and a beloved member of our running community. Her passing has deeply saddened all of us." The exact cause of Johnson's death has not been confirmed, but heat exhaustion and dehydration are suspected factors due to the warm weather conditions during the race. An autopsy will be conducted to determine the official cause of death. Johnson's death serves as a stark reminder of the risks involved in endurance sports and the importance of proper hydration and preparation. The running community mourns the loss of one of its own, remembering Sarah Johnson as a passionate athlete who inspired many with her dedication and love for the sport.
You will listen to a 2 minutes video. Then 8 questions appear. Choose the best way to answer each question.
Welcome back, viewers. Today, we have an insightful discussion lined up about an essential aspect of healthcare, training for doctors, particularly focusing on lifestyle diseases. Joining us is Dr. Mark Stevens, a renowned medical health expert. Welcome, Dr. Stevens.
Thank you for having me. Dr. Stevens, let's dive right in. Why is it crucial for doctors to receive training specifically for handling lifestyle diseases?
Lifestyle diseases, such as diabetes, heart disease, and obesity, have become increasingly prevalent worldwide. These conditions are strongly linked to how individuals live their lives, their diet, physical activity, stress levels, and habits like smoking. Doctors need to understand these factors deeply to provide effective treatment and prevention strategies.
So, are you suggesting that lifestyle education should be integrated into medical training?
Absolutely. Medical education traditionally focuses on diagnosing and treating diseases, often neglecting the preventive aspect. By incorporating lifestyle education, medical students can learn not just about managing symptoms, but also about preventing diseases by promoting healthy lifestyles.
Dr. Stevens, what specific areas of lifestyle education should be emphasized in medical training?
Diet and nutrition are fundamental. Doctors should understand not just the biochemical aspects of nutrition, but also how dietary choices impact overall health. Physical activity is another crucial aspect. Exercise is medicine, and doctors should know how to prescribe it effectively to patients. Stress management and mental health awareness are also vital components.
How do you propose integrating these topics into medical curricula without overburdening students?
It's about restructuring the curriculum to prioritize essential topics. For instance, rather than separate courses on each aspect of lifestyle medicine, these topics can be integrated into existing courses. Case-based learning can be employed, where students learn about lifestyle-related diseases through real-life patient cases.
Dr. Stevens, do you think there's resistance from within the medical community to adopting such changes?
There can be resistance, primarily due to the traditional mindset of medical education. However, we're seeing a shift. Many medical schools are already incorporating elements of lifestyle medicine into their curricula, and there's a growing recognition of its importance among healthcare professionals.
Speaking of recognition, how do you see the role of medical associations and institutions in promoting this shift?
Medical associations play a crucial role in setting standards for medical education. By endorsing and promoting the integration of lifestyle medicine into curricula, they can encourage medical schools to adopt these changes. Additionally, continuing medical education programs can provide practicing physicians with opportunities to update their knowledge in this field.
Dr. Stevens, before we conclude, could you share a brief example of how lifestyle education can impact patient care?
Certainly. Take the example of a patient with type 2 diabetes. Beyond prescribing medication, a doctor trained in lifestyle medicine would work with the patient to develop a personalized plan focusing on diet, exercise, stress reduction, and sleep management. By addressing the root causes of the disease, such an approach can lead to better outcomes and improved quality of life for the patient.
Thank you, Dr. Stevens, for sharing your expertise with us today. It's clear that integrating lifestyle education into medical training is not just important, but essential for the future of healthcare.
You will hear a report once. It is about 3 minutes long. Then 6 questions will appear. Choose the best way to answer each question from the drop-down menu.
Insectivorous plants, also known as carnivorous plants, have evolved unique adaptations to supplement their nutrient intake by trapping and digesting insects and other small prey. These fascinating plants are typically found in habitats with poor soil conditions, where they struggle to obtain essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. To compensate, they have developed specialized mechanisms to capture and digest insects. One of the most iconic insectivorous plants is the Venus flytrap, native to the southeastern United States. Its modified leaves form a trap with hinged lobes lined with sensitive trigger hairs. When an insect touches these hairs, the trap snaps shut, trapping the prey inside. The plant then secretes digestive enzymes to break down the insect and absorb its nutrients. Another well-known insectivorous plant is the pitcher plant, which features tubular leaves filled with a digestive fluid. Insects are lured into the pitcher by nectar or colorful markings, and once inside, they become trapped and eventually drown in the fluid. The plant then absorbs the nutrients released from the decomposing prey. Sundews are characterized by sticky glandular hairs on their leaves that ensnare insects. The tentacles bend towards the trapped prey, secreting digestive enzymes to break down the insect's soft tissues. The plant then absorbs the nutrient-rich fluid. Bladderworts are aquatic or semi-aquatic plants with tiny bladder-like structures that actively suck in small aquatic organisms, including protozoa, water fleas, and mosquito larvae. Insectivorous plants have fascinated scientists and nature enthusiasts for centuries due to their extraordinary adaptations and strategies for survival in nutrient-poor environments. Studying these plants not only sheds light on their biology, but also offers insights into evolutionary processes and ecological interactions.